This video is all about time frames and what time frame you use to trade, and I'm going to go over this according to types of traders we have. So we have two types of traders basically. We have the swing trader and the scalper. So the time frame the swing trader should use to trade, this could vary between traders, but this is just my opinion. So the first time frame is daily and it should be used for structure. So you should watch my previous video on structure and how to identify market structure and stuff like that. So this is the daily for structure. What do I mean? Identify your market structure. So you can see the trend is clearly bearish here. It's going down. This GBP USD, and currently we have been on a downtrend, on a bearish market structure, because the USD is quite stronger than British pound. Alright, so if identified your trade and it's bearish, means all this break of structure to the downside here, break of structure to the downside. Yeah. So for the trend, let us identify our external and internal structures. So this is a low, this is a high, it's a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So for structure, you want to be focusing on the external structures. These are external structures. This point in the market, the swing point, the extreme point that started a new leg. You could see these are the extreme points in the market that started a new leg. So you want to be focusing on them for your for structure. Then the next pair I'll want you as a swing trader to go over is H4. Is H4. The next pair I want you to go over is to the H4 for S and D zone. The H4 for S and D zones. So you drop over to the H4 time frames. Then look for your supply and demand zones here. So this is your swing points. You identify your supply and demand zones. So you've identified this place as your external ranges. So you identify your supply and demand zones, which are these points here. I also have a video on supply and demand. Make sure you check it out after you watch this video. So you identify the supply and demand zones. So supply and demand zones. Okay, let me do a quick recap. Supply and demand zone. We have different types. We have the drop, base drop. This is a supply zone. It's a supply zone that you potentially wait for price to come back into. You potentially wait for price to come back into, and you look to sell off there. And we also have the rally, base rally. It's a demand zone. This is a continuation pattern that you wait for price to also pull back into, and you look to buy. Then after that we have the reversal patterns, which are drop, base, rally. That you also go to your zone here and wait for price to pull back and look to buy again, or rally, base, then drop. That you look for zones for price to come back into there and look to short. So that's just a quick recap. Make sure you watch the video after you watch this one. Alright, so after you identify your zones, so let's just see. This is a rally, a base here, then it dropped down, breaking this market structure here. Alright, so this is our zone here. This is the top of it where everything happened. This was where it stopped. This is our extreme zone. So be disciplined. If price does not come into the zone, do not trade from it, because you could get false signals at times from this kind of zones. So just avoid going out of a plan. Just wait. My plan is for price to come into my zone before I trade. So you can see here the same thing. This zone, you can see these buy candles up here. So all these candles here as for supply zone. But when you say you want to refine it into another block, that's when you start selecting the last bullish candle here. But for what supply zones, you can just use this whole, because you can see how institutions are what accumulating orders. You can see the buy orders here before they started this sell off that broke this internal structure. Then they came back and continued the bearish order flow. Alright, so that's that with what structure. Then what I advise them to go over next is what I advise them to go over next is what M15 for what entry. M15 for entry. After they've identified their structure, let's see this one as for an example. This was a trade I got it into some few weeks ago. So what I did was I identified my zone here, and I used the word M15 for entry. So you just drop over to the M15 time frame, then you wait for a confirmation. I don't know what confirmation you use. You could use change of character or breaking market structure. I'll make a future video on change of character, so if it's out by this time, just go over and check it out. There'll be a card somewhere about it now. Alright, so you could use change of character or Wyckoff. There could be a Wyckoff distribution here, or whatever you use, Elliott wave, candle patterns, but just make sure that you wait for confirmation in your higher time frame zone. Wait for confirmation in your higher time frame zone. Alright, that's for entry, and that's for scalpers. So let's go over to the that's for swing traders, sorry. Let's go over to scalpers. What should scalpers do? First, I want to advise scalpers use H4 for structure. So we're starting with H4 for structure, because we want to be in and out of the markets pretty fast. Alright, let's just use this 2 structure here. You can see we have 2 break of market structure already. This is an example for scalpers. So you come here to the market and you see 2 BOS here. 2 breaking market structures here, good. So you identify a zone. This is your last buy candle for the other block or supply zone. Then you do sorry, before this, if identify your structure, it's bearish. Your structure is bearish. Before you identify your zone, identify structure is bearish. If identify it by seeing this breaking market structure, and clearly just by looking at it, you can clearly see that this is price is going downwards by this trend here. Alright, so next thing I will advise scalpers to use M15 for S&D zones. So after identifying structure here, let's say we're working with this swing and this swing. Let's say we're working with this swing here high and the swing low here. Working with this swing high and this swing low. So we'll go to our M15 for S&D zones. So we'll go to our M15 for S&D zones. So let's see this. So as you can see here, price did price rallied up, and this was the highest point before it dropped down. Before it started to drop down. So this is rally, base, drop. So you can use this place as your supply zone. You can use this point as your supply zone, because that was the last point that smart money stopped buying this and started selling. You can see how price quite came into it. So let's check for the zone. Let's see if we find it quite well. Alright, it has already been mitigated with this, so it will be here. But you can see this hasn't been mitigated. So wait for price to wait for price to tap into your zone. Good. As you can see, our price neatly tap into our zone. Then wait for confirmations. Wait for confirmation. You could use change of character here. I'll make a video on change of character, as I said earlier. I don't want to make this video too long, so wait for confirmation at the zone, then look for sell. So the third time frame I'll advise for scalpers is this. It's 1 minute for entry. I'll advise the 1 minute time frame for entry. 1 minute time frame for entry. So after you've identified your S&D zone and price has come to your zone here, as you can see, after price comes to this your zone here, you go over to the 1 minute and what, enter off using either Wyckoff, change of character, endless wave, or whatever you use, engulfing candles, I don't know, whatever is as a confirmation, use it to enter off at this point here. So a quick recap is this: 4 time frames are the 3 time frames I advise scalpers and swing traders to use are this. So for swing traders, advise daily for structure, H4 for S&D zone, and 15 for entry. Scalpers, I advise H4 for structure and 15 for S&D and 1 minute for entry. Alright, if you find value from this video, make sure you subscribe, click the like button, and I will see you in the next one.